Hello and welcome to Cashtown Yards. It's Game 3 of the South Penn Semifinals. The Cashtown Pirates looking to clinch here today against the Brushtown Bulldogs. They have a 2-0 lead in the best-of-3 series. In the other semifinal, it's Hagerstown leading Littlestown 2-0. That one beginning over in Littlestown just about now. We're ready to go here as Nate Holt sent to pitch for the Cashtown Pirates. We'll go through their defensive alignment for you here in a moment. For Holt, this is his first appearance of the series. Looking to be the closer for Cashtown here as Josh Rickrode leading things off here for Brushtown and playing in center field. For Holt, an 8-0 regular season record for him. 9 games, 9 starts, 55 innings pitched. He faced 202 batters. For him, 73 strikeouts on the year. His ERA was 1.27, among the league leaders, and he is probably the odds-on favorite to win the South Penn League. Pitcher of the year as he blows away Rickrode here. Good morning, a good afternoon, a good night, 3 pitches and 1 out. We'll take a look at that Cashtown defense. It looks a little like this. Over at third base for the Pirates is Tyler Reinert. At shortstop is Zach Ketterman. At second base, Wes Coolbaugh. And over at first base, Ethan Ketterman. As the next batter steps to the plate, that's Aiden Whitmer for Brushtown. 4 pitches, 4 strikes here for Holt to start things off. Here's the kick and the toss, strike 2 as well. The outfield from left to right for Cashtown is Chris Shackle, Chase King in center, and Aiden Julich in right. Behind the dish, Dylan Ed. And we've already been introduced to Holt here today. The kick and the throw, this one fouled off, and there will be no immaculate inning this one, but still all strikes from Holt to begin this game off. No balls and 2 strikes as Whitmer fouled that one back to the screen. So glad you've tuned in here with us on Fleaflicker Media to watch potentially one of the championship series tickets punched here in the South Penn League. This one misses inside. Whitmer backing away from it, he gets the call, and the count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. George Marinos here bringing you all the live action on Fleaflicker Media. A reminder, we'll be with you all championship series long starting next week. Holt with the kick and the toss. That one misses outside. The count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. The championship series could be set by the end of today. Hagerstown and Cashtown have it within their power to advance, but Littlestown and Brushtown looking to muck things up a little bit and live to fight on to Sunday's games. This one chopped on the ground. Holt snags it. Throw on to first. 1-3 on the putout, and after a little bit of a battle here, 2 down for Holt, the Cashtown ace this season. That'll bring the number 3 hitter to the plate, Luke Rickrode for Brushtown. Their order is Josh Rickrode, the center fielder, Aiden Whitmer, the shortstop, Luke Rickrode, the right fielder, batting 3rd. Trent Giraffa, the third baseman, bats 4th. Jake Sherdell, the second baseman, bats 5th. Chris Cole, the right fielder, bats 6th. Wes DePorter, the catcher, batting 7th. Ethan Little, the first baseman, batting 8th. And Jesse Bitzer, the pitcher, rounding out the order. There's the 0-1 offering. This one fouled off, no balls and 2 strikes. Now the count as Holt has been a strike-throwing machine here in the very first inning. It took him 6 pitches. It's 9 strikes and 11 pitches here so far for him. Swing and a miss, and that will punctuate the top of the first inning here as Holt heads off the mound. The Cashtown Pirates head to the bat rack and will head to commercial as Cashtown gets the lumber. Brushtown 0, Cashtown coming to bat here on Fleaflicker Media's coverage of the South Penn playoffs. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
My name's Chris Shackle, and you're watching South Penn Baseball on Fleaflicker Media.
Back here at the ballpark, bottom of the first inning set to get underway. There you see Jesse Bitzer, the Brushtown starter, entrusted with this all-important assignment in an elimination game 3. His defense lines up behind him like this. Trent Giraffa over at third. Over at shortstop for the Bulldogs is Luke Rickrode. At second base for Brushtown, Jake Sherdell. And the first baseman, that's Ethan Little. The outfield from right to left, Chris Cole. In center field is Josh Rickrode. And the left fielder for the Bulldogs is Luke Rickrode. Behind the plate for Brushtown is Wes DePorter. And as we said, he'll be catching at Jesse Bitzer. And the Cashtown order will start off with Zach Ketterman, the shortstop, leading things off. Then Tyler Reinert, the third baseman. Dylan Ed, the catcher, bats third. Chris Shackle, the left fielder, bats cleanup. Ethan Ketterman, the first baseman, batting fifth. Chase King, the center fielder, in sixth. Austin Kunkel, the DH. Then Wes Coolball, the second baseman. And Aiden Julich, the right fielder, rounding out the order. And here we go with pitch number 1 to Zach Ketterman, who takes a ball. Professional experience for him last year in the MLB Draft League, and he hasn't skipped a beat for Cashtown this year in his 10th season with the Cashtown Pirates, batting in the number 1 spot in the order, as this one misses down low. For Ketterman, he had a home run in Game 1 of this series, teaming up with Chris Shackle, both hitting bombs in that 5-4 Cashtown victory. The 2-0 offering, and he was gearing up for that one, fouls it back to the screen. The count 2 balls and 1 strike now. For Ketterman, 2 home runs, 22 RBI on the season, 32 runs. Walked 24 times and struck out just 6 times, as his batting average on the season was .387. And pitchers around the league have definitely, if not scared of him, they've pitched him carefully, as this is 3 balls and 1 strike now the count. Called strike on the outside corner, and the count runs full to Ketterman. Now, if you're Bitzer, you gotta throw strikes here to the first batter, but you just wonder where to pitch a guy like this that's had such success this season. .387 on the year. He's hitting a very comparable number against Brushtown this season. I believe .385 in their 3 regular season meetings. So, any way you slice it, the shortstop for Cashtown, very consistent. A consistent battle here for him, as pitch number 7 will come from Bitzer, trying to keep the leadoff man off base. That one misses in the dirt, and Zach Ketterman will toss the bat and the elbow guard away, and he is a leadoff base runner for the Pirates here in the very first inning. Tyler Reinert. Good to see him back here for Cashtown, as he's been a force this postseason, playing third base for the Pirates. And for Reinert, he hit .286 on the regular season in 21 at-bats, 27 plate appearances. That's over just 7 games played for another longtime Cashtown veteran. And he takes this one down low, ball 1. Bitzer holding the ball. Here's the pitch. That one catches the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. They kick in the toss. This one also a called strike, looking it over. And now they'll have to battle with 1 ball and 2 strikes, the count. Here goes Ketterman. They've got him picked off. He's going to keep running down to second. The throw, it gets away into left field, and here goes Ketterman to third as they'll pick it up but have no play on him. And that's what pure athleticism and speed will do for you. He went on the first move. They picked him off, but he's able to get there safely. Speed puts pressure on a defense, and pressure bursts pipes and causes balls to go into the outfield. And Ketterman is now at third with nobody out, as Cashtown looks to strike a blow here early on and front run in this one. They won 8-0 in game number 2 up at Brushtown. Scored a couple in the first inning as Reinert punches this one to center. That's falling fast. It's going to get in there, and here comes Zach Ketterman. He'll jog home with the game's first run, and the Pirates on the board first. Here at Cashtown Yards is Zach Ketterman in to score. It took him 2 batters, and Tyler Reinert with an excellent piece of 2-strike hitting to flop that one in there. And Cashtown off and running. Well, there's weather systems moving in here in the later afternoon, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. They're going to hit Cashtown probably before they hit Littlestown, so Pirates want to get out to a big lead and get this thing over with as soon as possible. Dylan Ed with a line drive. That gets past the shortstop, Rick Broden, into left field. And 2 hits after the walk by Ketterman, and the Pirates with runners on first and second and nobody out. Reinert up to second, and that'll bring a Chris Shackle to the plate. He's the feature athlete in one of our Fleaflicker Media commercials, which you probably saw before this half inning started. He's standing in there now, the left fielder for the Cashtown Pirates. For Shackle, 2 home runs, 17 RBI on the season, and a good batting eye as he takes this one up high. He is an aggressive hitter, 10 walks, but more than the amount of strikeouts he has. Only 9 strikeouts on the season. 2-time winner of the South Penn League MVP award. Takes this one for a strike, and with all the traffic and trouble and having to pitch out of the stretch here early on from Bitzer, he's doing a heck of a job finding the zone here. Now he'll look for his fielders to make a play behind him. This one chopped, and Shackle, I don't know where that one ended up. I think it caught a piece of him and then headed to the backstop there, and West Porter, the catcher, will pick it up. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Bitzer climbs ahead in the count here. We had Bitzer playing at first base for Brushtown earlier on this year in their regular season meeting against the Mason-Dixon Rebels, which we had on our South Penn Game of the Week late in the regular season. The 1-2 offering to Shackle, and Bitzer's instead going to step to second and look Reinert back. As you see the shelf of clouds coming in over the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains here in Cashtown. 2 on, nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Shackle lines this one to third. That's caught. Oh my goodness, what a play. Throw back to first. Safe, just in time, is the runner getting back over there at first. That's Dylan Ed. And another hard hit ball. What a play over there by the third baseman for Brushtown. That's Trent Giraffe, a full extension, and he gets that one in the tip of the glove and holds on to it. And the Bulldogs have their out number 1, so hang a star next to that one. Bitzer will now deal with Ethan Ketterman. Ketterman driving this one to the outfield. Left fielder starts in, heads back. This one's over his head, loses the cap. It's up against the wall. Rounding third is Tyler Reinert. Ed had to hold up on the play as Reinert was holding up, so 1 will score on the double by Ketterman all the way to the wall, and Cashtown goes up 2-0. As Ethan Ketterman, he always brings his best with the bat when the lights are shining the brightest, a big-time postseason performer, and drives in a run with a double here in his very first at-bat, the very first pitch he sees in this game. And Cashtown sets him up with second and third here with just 1 out, as Ed up to third. And Ethan Ketterman standing at second. Chase King now batting. King has been dropped down in the order and in the later half of this season, and he punches one to right field with authority. That'll score 1. Ethan Ketterman is going to come around as there's a bobble in right field, and he'll score standing. Should be a 2 RBI hit. We'll see officially how they score that, but I think they were probably going to send him anyway, despite the fact that the ball was bobbled out there in right field. And the Pirates attacking on the first pitch, back-to-back batters. And this is a dream start for them. And a nightmare for Jesse Bitzer, who gets the ball back in his glove on the mound as the infielders will come in to talk things over with him. No recourse here for Brushtown. They got to win today, or the season's over. It's been a remarkable season for the Brushtown Bulldogs. 2018 was the last time they had a winning record. This year they didn't have a winning record, but they had a 15-15 mark, placed 4th in the South Penn League regular season standings, and earned a home playoff series. Earned the home field advantage anyway in that first round playoff series. And this is the first time they've had a non-losing season since that 2018 year. They went 28-131 combined from 2019 to 2024, so a big-time step up for the Bulldogs this season. And they're here battling the Cashtown Pirates in the semifinals. They're the new entrant into the South Penn's Final Four this year. This one bounces in the dirt, blocked by DePorter. For each of the 6 years that we've covered the South Penn playoffs on Fleaflicker Media, it's been Hagerstown and Cashtown in the Final Four, Littlestown all but 1 year. And then that 4th spot has been a revolving door. Shippensburg got it once, Biglerville got it once, New Oxford. This is the first time for Brushtown in our time covering the league. As here's a swing and a miss for Austin Kunkel. As things happening fast and furious here for Cashtown, and finally an at-bat that's going to see more than 3 pitches for Bitzer. Kunkel swings and misses, and that'll go to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now the County's ahead 1 and 2 again. He's done this consistently this inning, but been unable to put guys away. The only out, that hard line drive out by Shackle to third base. That one bounces in the dirt, and DePorter blocks it. Chase King, the sole runner out there with all the traffic that's been out there. I know it's kind of hard to believe there's only 1 runner on right now. That's because 4 of them have come in for Cashtown here, on the strength of 4 hits and 1 walk. Chase King delivering the biggest blow so far with his 2 RBI single to double the Cashtown lead. Check swing, that one borderline misses just high, and Reinhardt able to hold up on it. Looked it over, ready to swing, then thought better of it, said that pitch is going to be just a little bit high, and it was. To the Cashtown designated hitter. There goes King. This one is ball 4, and it'll be a walk. King was off on the 3-2 pitch. He'll be able to walk into second base, and Cashtown will send an 8th man to the plate here in the bottom of the 1st inning. Now it's Wes Coolball, who's been one of the all-around heroes for Cashtown in this postseason. He started game 1 of this series against Brushtown, went 4 innings. Made some good defensive plays. And he's had some big hits with the bat here for Cashtown as well, and it just tells you what kind of lineup this team has got going on right now. This offense is a juggernaut to have a guy like Wes Coolball batting number 8 in the order. Strike 1 to the second baseman for Cashtown. This one misses down low, 1 ball and 1 strike now the count. For Coolball, 1 home run, 8 RBIs on the regular season. Scored 6 runs and walked 9 times.
Thank you. Thank you.
The 1-1 offering. This one is hit on the ground. Shortstop, no play. That one's going to get through. Stumbling around third base is King. Throw into the cutoff man, and King in standing with a 5th Cashtown run. And Coolball comes through with another big hit for the Pirates. King speeding around from second base. And it's 5-0. Well, I wonder if the game over on Littlestown is going quite like this one. Hagerstown a chance to clinch, but Littlestown, ever the battling team, and figure they're going to go down swinging. There's still time for Brushtown to go down swinging here, but the 9th Cashtown batter to the plate in the inning, it's Julich. The umpire pointed towards the bat on that one. Not sure if he was calling a strike on the swing. That's what I might guess, but I didn't hear anything audible from him. This pitch is popped up foul. DePorter thinks he has a play just out of his reach, as the first baseman was also over after that one, Ethan Little. And that makes it 2 strikes. That first pitch was indeed called a strike. Julich playing right field today for Cashtown. He hit .343 on the regular season. Came through with a big pinch hit in the last game for Cashtown in their 8-0 victory. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bases loaded, or runners on first and second, excuse me, for Cashtown. Julich takes down low. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sometimes easy to get confused when the third base coach down there wearing the same uniform as the players, but here's the kick and the toss. Bounce is in the dirt, and the count goes to 2-2. That was a nasty pitch from Bitzer. And Julich with a great job to hold off of it, and he got some applause from his teammates down here. Well, barring an out on the bases, Cashtown's going to bat back around to the top of their order with Zach Ketterman, the leadoff guy, standing on deck. Swing and a miss from Julich. That'll be out number 2, and here comes Zach Ketterman. Ketterman waged a 7-pitch battle with Bitzer to start off this inning. He won the battle, and Cashtown is winning the war right now, as Ketterman came in to score the first of 5 runs. Picks up first and second here, looking to deliver a big, big blow for the Pirates. That one misses down low, 1 ball and no strikes.
I don't know. I'm feeling single. It's a lot of running. There you go.
And one catches the lower portion of the strike zone, and Ketterman with a nod of the head. Saying, okay, I understand that's going to be part of the strike zone now. 1 ball, 1 strike to the Cashtown shortstop. Bitzer with the kick and the throw. That one misses down low, 2-1, and this is certainly a situation. There is a base open for Bitzer and Brushtown here. It's not first base, but it is third base. Tyler Reinert on deck already has an RBI single in this one. So it's pick your poison here for the Bulldogs. Ketterman swings and misses at that one. It gets away from the catcher to Porter, and both runners are able to move up. As into third goes Kunkel, and up to second goes Wes Coolball. Now 2 ducks on the pond. Although if anybody is anywhere on base, they're in scoring position, it seems, for Zach Ketterman. He's probably in scoring position for himself in the batter's box. Pitch to Ketterman, a chopper to the right side. Second baseman waits back on it. Throw across the first for the out. And that finally ends the inning, but the Cashtown Pirates put 5 on the board as they make a strong statement looking for the knockout blow in this best-of-5 series here today. We'll be back with the second inning here on Fleaflicker Media. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Back here for the second inning in Cashtown as Nate Holt takes the hill with a newly fortified 5-0 lead in this one. He mowed through the top 3 hitters in the Brushtown order back in the first inning with a pair of strikeouts and a bounce out back to the mound. He'll go through the heart of the Brushtown order here now, 4, 5, and 6, as the Bulldogs look to recover from that uppercut right cross combo they took in the bottom of the first inning. So Holt will deal with the third baseman Giraffa, the second baseman Jake Sherdell, and then Chris Cole, the right fielder for Brushtown. As the Bulldogs take their hacks here in the second inning. Holt with the kick and the toss. This one fouled off behind the backstop behind home plate. The count, no balls and 1 strike. I believe it was 12 pitches for Holt in the first inning and 10 of them 4 strikes. Could be wrong about that, but if you're wondering, you can check out the Game Changer app. They're keeping live score over there for the Cashtown Pirates. and you'll be able to tell pitch count over there. But you won't get the fun commentary of yours truly. That one bounces in the dirt and the count 1 ball and 1 strike from Holt. This one is hit to left and sinking fast. It's in there. First base hit of the game for Brushtown. A leadoff single here in the 2nd inning. And Trent Giraffa, we said hang a star next to that defensive play he made in the bottom half of the 1st inning. Well, hang another star next to that base hit for Brushtown, as he's doing it with both the bat and the glove here in this one. Trying to will the Bulldogs back into this game. And he is a leadoff base runner for Jake Sherdell, the 2nd baseman. Sherdell waggling the bat over his back shoulder as Holt looks in for the signs, the slide stop, and this one a called strike to Brushtown's 2nd baseman. Five hits for Cashtown in the 1st inning. Pair of walks. 1 Brushtown error that really didn't factor very much into the scoring. Perhaps psychologically it did, as the throwing error when they picked off Zach Ketterman allowed him to get to 3rd base, which is a huge weight off of the batter when you've got a runner at 3rd and less than 2 outs. There's a called strike to Sherdell. The count evens up 2 balls and 2 strikes. From Littlestown, they're in the 2nd inning. Hagerstown batting with 2 outs and a runner on 2nd base. Ethan Ford at the plate trying to break a scoreless tie between those 2 teams. And if Hagerstown wins, they're in the championship. If Cashtown wins here today, they're in the championship as well. And a swing and a miss from Holt as he's got his 3rd strikeout of the ball game. And you wouldn't expect anything less from Holt. This is one of those situations where it's almost worst case scenario for Brushtown. They're on the road. They're facing elimination. Now they fall behind 5-0. Oh yeah, they're also facing Cashtown's best pitcher and arguably the best pitcher in the South Penn League this season. Cole standing in there, and he's well behind a heater, swings behind it, and no balls and 1 strike, now the count. That one just missed, and the count evens 1 ball and 1 strike. It sounded like Tyler Reinert really liked that pitch down at 3rd base. Giving some encouragement to his pitcher, and even if that one wasn't called a strike, it's close enough to generate a nibble and set something else up later on in the at-bat. So a good pitch from Holt. The slide step from him. Breaking ball in the dirt, and there's the first sword of the day from Cole. One halfway around. Misses up high, and the count evens 2 balls and 2 strikes. Giraffa at first after his leadoff single. Holt with the pitch. This one rolled on the ground to short. Going to be picked up there by Zach Ketterman. Throw to 2nd hard. Takeout slide at 2nd base. Keeps Coolball from being able to complete the throw on to 1st. And a good play by Giraffa there to keep his team in the inning, though it was hit so slowly, I'm not sure a double play was really in the works there for Cashtown. Didn't really see how quickly the batter was out of the box there, Cole, but Giraffa getting a piece of cool ball down there at 2nd and ensuring there was no double play. That'll bring Wesley DePorter to the plate, the catcher for Brushtown. As he kicks some of the batter's box dirt out of there and plants his front foot, ready for his first plate appearance of this afternoon's game. This one misses down low, 1 ball and no strikes. To DePorter, friend of the program, we thank you for tuning in with all our Fleaflicker Media broadcasts and engaging with our posts. Looking to do something with the bat here now. Swings and misses at that one. A count 1 ball and 1 strike. I'd like to give a shout out to Michael Mathias and Chris Lippy tuning in here on the broadcast. And Michael, the father of Adam Mathias for the Hagerstown Braves, giving us some updates on that Hagerstown game. Swing and a miss from DePorter. Chris Lippy, longtime South Penn fan, tuning in here as well. And thanks, we'll do our best to try and stay cool up here. Certainly beats having a roof over your head as opposed to being outside in this type of weather, though, I think. 1-2, and that one misses outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Holt hunched over, peering in for the signs. He comes set. The kick and the throw. Swing and a miss from DePorter. 4th strikeout of the game. 2nd of the inning for Nate Holt. And he gets that shutdown inning that managers are always seeking from their pitchers. Cashtown up 5-0 as we head to the bottom of the 2nd here in the South Penn Semifinals on Fleaflicker Media. Back in a moment with more live baseball. Don't go anywhere. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Jesse Bitzer back out for a 2nd inning of work here for Brushtown, and we didn't get to go over his regular season statistics. In 30 innings pitched, he posted a 2-3 record, 6 appearances, 5 starts. His ERA was 3.98. 43 hits in his 30 innings, 22 runs, 17 of them earned, 26 strikeouts and 13 walks. His whip was at 1.87. It was much higher than that in the 1st inning here. From Cashtown Yards is the number 2 hitter in the Cashtown order, Tyler Reinert, batting for a 2nd time here already today. And he takes a strike. Reinert 1 for 1, RBI single and a run scored just about 10 or 15 minutes ago. This one misses outside, 1 ball and 1 strike to Cashtown's 3rd baseman today. Well, if you told Brushtown they'd get through Zach Ketterman's first 2 at-bats without giving up a base hit, they'd probably take that and ask if the game was still tied or if they were maybe up by a run. Unfortunately, his first 2 at-bats both came in the 1st inning. 2 strikes now from Bitzer as the kick and the toss. Swing and a miss, and Bitzer with his 2nd strikeout of the ballgame as he circles the mound here. Looking for a quick inning to get his team back to the bat rack on this sweltering hot day in the South Penn League at the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in Adams County. Dylan Ed strides to the plate now for Cashtown, the catcher for the Pirates. Bitzer with the kick and the throw, misses down low to Ed, former Gettysburg College catcher who singled and scored a run back in the 1st inning. Here's the kick and the throw. This one hit hard on the ground to 3rd and foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Ed, who's known for his postseason heroics, especially the game-winning hit and walk-off game-winning hit in this building in the 8th inning of game number 2 of the 2022 South Penn League Championship Series, with the Cashtown Pirates trailing the Hagerstown Braves 1-0 in that series. A must-win game for Cashtown, and they got it and came back to win the series. That was the first loss of the year for the Hagerstown Braves, who had been, I think, including the postseason, like 33-0 coming into that game. And Cashtown took 3 of the next 4 off of them, including that game. Checks his swing up and gets a good look at that ball, teasing the bottom of the zone. A good pitch from Bitzer, but the count goes to 2-2. Things couldn't have gone much better for Cashtown in the bottom of the first inning. They're looking to add on here in the second, as that one misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes. We're just over the half-hour mark here in this one, as rain's expected to move into this area at some point. Weather reports saying around 2 o'clock earlier on in the week, as that sounded like a broken bat, but it's probably going to flare in there. No, it's going to be caught for out number 2. Ed letting out an audible groan, and I'm not sure, but that bat may be done for after that one. As a blooper to left field is caught by Luke Rickrode. And 2 up, 2 down here now for Bitzer as Chris Shackle comes to the plate. Here's the twist in the delivery. There's... Well, I'm not sure what was called there. I'm not sure if what pointing without any sound means from him. There was one of those called a strike earlier. This one down in the dirt, so that one was called a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Every new game is a learning experience as we learn the mannerisms of these home plate umpires. They're all different. They're all human beings. And for the most part, they all do a really good job here officiating these games. A job that often gets overlooked and is often quite thankless. So we appreciate the work that these guys do. Without the umpires, our South Penn League games would never be able to be played. Shackle fights this one off to center. That's going to get in there for a hit. And Chris Shackle is 2 for 2, or he's 1 for 2 in the ball game. 2 for 2 and hitting it hard on the line. That one ends up in there and is the 6th Cashtown hit of the ball game.
I feel like I'm starting again. That was a nice hit. That's the beginning of the heat. I hope so.
Ethan Ketterman, the batter here for Cashtown, takes a strike.
You keep her back there with you because I think it's cool. Okay.
Ketterman doubled home the second run of the game, his first time up. Swings and misses at this one, and it's no balls and 2 strikes. Apologize for that, as we're having a few technical issues over here as Ketterman swings and misses that one. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. And Bitzer puts the threat to bed. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 2 innings, it's the Cashtown Pirates 5 and the Brushtown Bulldogs 0. Back with the 3rd inning here on the South Penn Playoffs on Fleaflicker Media. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is that Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
My name's Chris Shackle, and you're watching South Penn Baseball on Fleaflicker Media.
Well, Fleaflicker Media will be covering the South Penn League at Championship Series for a 6th straight year for you guys. You can tune in live on Facebook, as I call all the live action, on our Fleaflicker Media Facebook page. Finals could start as early as Tuesday, or they could start Thursday. It depends on how long these two semifinal series drag out. Game 3 here for both series, and Cashtown with a chance to close out today, and Hagerstown and Littlestown doing battle over at Memorial Stadium in Littlestown. That one was 0-0 in the second the last time we checked. This one not 0-0. It's Nate Holt on the hill for Cashtown, running with a 5-0 lead here for the Pirates as we get into the third inning, and it's starting to get darker out there as more clouds moving in above the mountains and over the Cashtown McKnightstown area, and it's good for everyone in terms of it's cooling us off, but boy, some of those clouds starting to look a little ominous, and you look out in the distance beyond those mountains and they're definitely sagging with some moisture back there. Ethan Little leads things off for the Brushtown Bulldogs, and he attacks the first one, fouls it off. Hey, good game plan there, going up there, gets a piece of one. Gets to feel it off the barrel, but he's behind in the count, no balls and 1 strike regardless. Holt the kick and the toss. This one a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes, and if he's going to get that call all day, it's going to be a very, very short day for the Brushtown offense. No balls and 2 strikes now the count, as Holt peers in for the sign. Swing and a miss as he chases that one clavicle high. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. 5 strikeouts for Holt now here in the ball game, as he's victimized 3 of the last 4. Only Chris Cole in between putting one in play, as that one was hit to Ethan Ketterman, and they got the force out at second. Swinging and fouling this one off is Jesse Bitzer, the pitcher, standing in there with his diminutive frame, looking to take out some frustration and get something back for the team here. Hit on the ground to second, staying back is Cool Ball. Pumps, throws to first, and he's got the out. And Bitzer is out number 2. That's been the theme here through the first 3 innings so far. The second out of the inning garnered by Holt each time has been a ball in play, sandwiched by a pair of strikeouts. We'll see if Josh Rickerode can buck that trend here. Jackknifes away from that one on the inside, and 1 ball and no strikes. Rickerode, a swinging strikeout victim his first time up, as he went down on 3 pitches. Sends this one skyborne. Chase King heading back, backpedaling, he's got it. Zach Ketterman raising both fists in the air from second base, and it's another 3-up, 3-down inning, as King and the Pirates will head to the bat rack. We'll see Chase King with the lumber in his hands when we come back here on Fleaflicker Media. Cashtown in control early on. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Nate Holt still on the hill here for the Cashtown Pirates. Why would you expect anything less? Oh, wait. The black jerseys threw me off here. I thought Cashtown had just been in the field. Jesse Bitzer is on the hill now for Brushtown as they're in the field. Bottom of the third. Now here I am scrambling to try and change the inning over to 4 on our scoreboard bug, but I didn't need to. Bitzer circling around, writing a little something in the dirt behind the pitcher's mound there as he gets ready to go back to work for his 3rd inning. We promised Chase King this half inning for Cashtown, and here he is. Leading things off, the center fielder for the Pirates. As Cashtown looks to get back in the scoring column here in the 3rd. King looks that one over, no balls and 1 strike. King had a big 2-run single in the 1st inning. Opposite field shot to the right center gap. He was first pitch swinging that time, not first pitch swinging here. And he took off after that ball went to the backstop here for a moment, and for a split second I thought we were observing the old Atlantic League rule where you're allowed to take first on a wild pitch. But then I realized the ball's out there and he's just being a nice guy and getting it for everybody. The kick and the toss from Bitzer, and King drives this one to right field. Another base hit for the Cashtown center fielder. He's 2 for 2, a pair of singles to start this one off. As you saw the little splash of dirt out there in right field as that one kicked up. And Bitzer will deal with more traffic here for Cashtown. Well, as we said, this Cashtown offense, a bit of a juggernaut here as we get down to the bottom 3rd of the order, and you got Austin Kunkel, Wes Coolball, and Aiden Julich. All guys very capable hitters, and you got, a guy like Coolball down there in the number 8 spot, and I think for most teams in the South Penn League, he'd be batting in the top 4. This is ball 1 to Kunkel. Ball 2 to Kunkel. He looked over 4 wayward ones his first time up and took the free pass. Was stranded at 3rd base. Not part of the Cashtown merry-go-round on the bases in the 1st inning. King over at 1st. Here's the kick, the throw. This one a called strike from Bitzer. Again, a lot of times when you see a pitcher get into this kind of trouble here at this ballpark against this Cashtown offense early on, usually a lot of walks involved, but only 2 so far. Cashtown has been hitting their way all over this ballpark. Cashtown dugout didn't agree with that. Call the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes now from Bitzer to Kunkel. That one misses up high. The count is full to Austin Kunkel, who hit .273 on the regular season. 32 plate appearances, 22 at bats. So a number of walks for him in 10 games played. There goes King again on the 3-2 pitch. Kunkel hitting this one to right. That's going to go into the vacated slot as the second baseman went to cover. King around to 3rd, and the hit and run executed perfectly, even though that isn't exactly what was intended. He was going because it was a 3-2 pitch. It still works perfectly like the old school hit and run. And the Pirates sit men on the corners after that single by Kunkel. Any old school, old-time baseball fans tuning in here watching that one, that's a play right after your own heart. It's a play that the old-timers will certainly love, and even if you're not, it's a pretty play to watch. Wes Coolball now in there, and he takes ball 1 up high. Coolball wrapped a single between the 5.5 hole, the shortstop and the 3rd baseman his last time up, the Tony Gwynn special. Swings and misses late at that one. Looked like he was trying to stay back. And the count goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. Check swing. That's in a difficult spot, but Bitzer pounces off the mound to come get it. He'll throw to first for the out. Check of the runner at 3rd first. And that will keep Chase King from scoring. Up to 2nd goes Kunkel. Cashtown now with 2 in scoring position, and it works like a sacrifice bunt, basically. A sacrifice bunt with some squeeze potential. Cole ball slow getting out of the box as that one stunned him a little bit there, and easy play to first for Bitzer. The only difficult part was the runner at third. Aiden Julich looking to come through in a big way here for Cashtown. He struck out his first time up. Takes this one down low to Porter. Traps that one in a puff of dirt. Well, that's the approach from Eric Ketterman, the third base coach, calling out for his batter to try the right side. He's going to try the left side here. It is caught, and a double play. Trent Giraffa, Johnny on the spot. He hauls that one in, and it's a 5U twin killing. So the Pirates put the first 2 on, but Jesse Bitzer works his way out of that trouble. Nobody scores. It's Cashtown still holding on to their first inning 5-run rally as we head to the middle innings here on Fleaflicker Media. Back in a moment with more live baseball. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. As you survey the scene here at Cashtown Yards, it's the Pirates in the field looking for the clinch today, and they've got the right guy on the hill to set things up for them as Nate Holt. A dominant regular season for him as he pitched to just a 127 earned run average during the year, struck out 73 guys in 55 innings.
There's certain things I can spare. Water.
He's going through his last battery of warm-up tosses here before he faces the 2, 3, and 4 spots in the Brushtown order. Aiden Whitmer, Luke Rickroad, and Trent Giraffa. As Whitmer steps into the batter's box, he hit 300 on the regular season, did Whitmer. Chopped one back to the pitcher the first time that Holt fielded head high. Here's the kick and the toss. That one up in around the elbows of Whitmer, and he sucks him in to avoid being hit by that one, and the count goes in his favor, 1 ball and no strikes. That one called a strike, picture perfect from Holt, as he gets back even in the count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Whitmer playing shortstop for the Bulldogs, as he takes that one in the dirt. Gets ahead in the count, 2-1. Was still scoreless from Littlestown. That one apparently in the bottom of the 4th now with the Dodgers batting. No score between Hagerstown and the Littlestown Dodgers. Hagerstown up 2-0 in that series. A win for them, again, would punch their ticket to the South Penn League Championship Series. That one called a ball to Whitmer. And the count runs full to Brushtown's leadoff batter here. Only 1 base runner for the Bulldogs so far. It was the leadoff man back in the 2nd inning. Whitmer chops this one to third. Coming in to field it and throwing on to first is Reinert. And a tricky play as he stumbled a little bit coming in after that one, but he's able to regain his footing and make a strong throw on to first for the out. So 1 out as Holt gets the leadoff guy, and he'll deal with Luke Rickroad, left fielder here today. Called a strike to Rickroad, who hit .289 on the regular season for the Bulldogs. The kick and the toss, swing and a miss. And he's 2/3 of a way to a second strikeout of the ball game. Rickroad has put up 6 punch-outs to this point. That one misses up high. See if it sets up something down in the zone or if he tunnels something off the outside corner off of that one. That one called a ball. Holt back to work. Here comes the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he disposes of Rickroad, and that is 7 strikeouts now for the Cashtown Ace, and 2 down here in the 4th. Trent Giraffa, the third baseman, now the batter for Brushtown, and he fouls this one off. Got the knee protector of the catcher there. Giraffa has the lone hit of the game for Brushtown. It was that leadoff single in the 2nd inning. Only base runner so far for the Bulldogs as Holt has faced just 1 over the minimum. Giraffa looking to double that here with 2 down in the 4th. Puts a charge into this one. Going. That's going to bounce up against the wall as King to retrieve it. Ketterman out into shallow left field for the cutoff position, and a double for Giraffa as he's halfway to the cycle here. The 2 easier legs of the cycle, but nothing easy about that swing and that contact as he drilled that one over the head of every Cashtown fielder and into the gap. It clatters up against the wall for a 2-out double. And Giraffa, the one guy today who's been able to figure out Holt. Bulldogs now with a runner in scoring position here for the first time today as well. Last time Giraffa reached base, he was erased on a fielder's choice 6-4 putout. Grounder to the shortstop. Jake Shurdell, the second baseman, up to bat for Brushtown now. Holt with the slide step and catches the zone with that one. Going out of the stretch here for just the 2nd time today. He did get to do it for the whole 2nd inning, and I agreed with him as he got all 3 batters he faced with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. A hush falls over the ballpark as Holt delivers this one and misses. 1 ball and 1 strike, now the count. And Cashtown also trying to punch their ticket to the South Penn League Championship Series here. 5 in the first for them has been enough so far. We've been scoreless since that bottom of the first frame. As Nate Holt and Jesse Bitzer doing battle on the mound. Swing and a miss there from Shurdell. And Holt climbs ahead in the count. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Littlestown has scored first in their matchup against Hagerstown. They got one in the bottom of the 4th inning. Hagerstown now bats in the top of the 5th, down 1-0. So interesting development there. As this one fouled off, and Shurdell will stay alive. I had to give a shout out to Michael Mathias for giving us those updates from Hagerstown, or from Littlestown, I should say. It's a little odd to see Hagerstown get the 3rd seed as they've been in the top 2 seeds, I think, every year in the South Penn League, the 5 years prior to this one. Oftentimes number 1 and getting home field for these big playoff series, but they have to go on the road for games 1, 3, and 5 against Littlestown. Didn't phase them at all in game number 1 as they raced out to a 4-0 lead early in that one against Justin Gladhill and held on for a 4-2 victory at Littlestown. But they're facing an uphill battle today. Ground ball to short. Ketterman waits back on it. Throw across to first. Ketterman to Ketterman for the 6-3 putout. And Holt works around. A 2-out double. We're halfway home on the show. It's Cashtown in command, up 5-0 on the visiting Brushtown Bulldogs. Back with more semifinal action in a moment on Fleaflicker Media. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
My name's Chris Shackle, and you're watching South Penn Baseball on Fleaflicker Media.
Halfway through this ball game at Cashtown, it's 0 runs on 2 hits with 1 error for Brushtown, 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors for the Cashtown Pirates. And they've got the top of the order coming up here, bottom 4, a fearsome trio. Zach Ketterman, Tyler Reinert, and Dylan Ed, as they look to set the table for Chris Shackle in that cleanup spot. Ketterman leading things off here. He hasn't batted since the first inning in this one, but he batted twice. That one got in on him a little bit and out ahead. Did a good job pulling the hands and the head of the bat in there on that one, but way out front, yanks it foul down the first base line. Ketterman walked and scored to lead off the ball game, and then grounded out to second base to bring the first inning to a close. This one misses in the dirt to Ketterman. Cashtown's got to get 3 more outs to make this an official ball game here now, and looked like that one might have caught DePorter in an uncomfortable spot as he's waddling around behind the home plate area. Hope he's okay. Umpire stepped out from behind home plate to clean the plate off and give the catcher a little bit of a break here. He's back to work now. Zach Ketterman leading off the 4th inning for Cashtown. Jesse Bitzer with the pitch. This one is hit to right. Going off the wall. It's a fair ball. Zach Ketterman's going to have just a single on that one, as it was hit so hard and got out there so quickly. And I think he may not have known where it was or whether it was fair or foul as well, as that one hit near or possibly off the 300-foot sign there in right field. So Ketterman with about a 298-foot single. And I bet you he's not going to be at first base for very long. Stolen base for him already in the ball game. He was picked off but used his speed to make it there anyway, and then reached third on the only error of this ball game on the same play. Tyler Reinert the batter, and a huge secondary lead from Zach Ketterman over there. Reinert is 1 for 2 in the ball game, single and an RBI back in the first, struck out in the second inning. Hits this one down the third baseline and foul. Well, these hitters getting a little jumpy here for Cashtown against Bitzer, the 3rd time through the orders. We saw Ketterman yank one way foul, and then still out in front of one that he just kept fair off the fence. We thought off the bat that one might have a chance to get out of here. But with a mighty clang, it cut him 3 bases short. Pickoff throw from Bitzer back to first base, and that chases Ketterman back. A couple of flies and a gnat have decided to take up residence here in the press box, and they're annoying me to no end, so that's a lovely development. Pickoff throw again as Ketterman back in standing. Just over the 1 hour mark here now, 1 hour and 7 minutes into this ball game. There goes Ketterman, pitch in the dirt. No chance for DePorter. Throw sails into the outfield. No, it's caught by the second baseman there. That's Jake Sherdell saving an extra 90. As Ketterman now up to second base with nobody out. Dusting off his pants here and pitch a ball in the dirt to Reinert. Gains a modicum of count leverage back. It's 1 ball and 2 strikes now. Knuckles this one to the right side. That'll be perfect. Just what the doctor ordered for Cashtown as Ketterman over to third on the play. A productive out for Tyler Reinert. Ketterman over there at third now. Talking with his dad, the third base coach, Eric Ketterman. And it'll be Dylan Ed looking for his first RBI of the contest. He missed out on the RBI party in the first inning, but he did single and score a run during that 5-run rally.
Let's go, Dale.
Bitzer sends this one home. Misses up high, 1 ball and no strikes the count. Ed, who was the 2019 York Adams Athletic Association Catcher of the Year while at Gettysburg High School. This one misses in the dirt. Here comes Zach Ketterman. A great read on that one, and he'll walk home as DePorter just now figuring out where that one was. And round of warm applause from the Cashtown crowd as Ketterman in to slap hands with his teammates once again. As the Pirates get an insurance run. Zach Ketterman, his second run scored of the ball game. Leading the way in that category for Cashtown today. And all of a sudden, nobody on base for Ed, and you always wonder if that's very disappointing for a hitter. You come up with a runner at third, less than 2 outs, and then all of a sudden he scores by himself, and now you're all out there all alone. Different mindset, I guess. Instead of trying to drive him in, now you're trying to be a starter, a rally starter. That one a called strike to Dylan Ed, the catcher for Cashtown. Chris Shackle awaits in the on-deck circle. Every spot in the Cashtown order is a hit so far in this one, except the number 9 spot, as that one called a strike to Ed, and the count runs full. 9 Cashtown hits. They belong to 8 different players. Chase King, the only one with 2 hits, a pair of singles for him. The full count pitch. Sent in the air to center. Staggering back after it is Josh Rickroad, and he'll have it for out number 2. Bitzer really settling things down since that first inning. That run to Ketterman on the wild pitch. First one he gave up since that initial frame. Chris Shackle to the plate now. He takes a strike. Shackle, like so many of his teammates, 1 for 2 today. The one he hit the hardest was actually the out. Found the glove of Trent Giraffa down at third base. Late on that one at a defensive swing as he spoils that one into the net above home plate, and the count 0 balls and 2 strikes. Oh, misses low. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to count to Shackle. For Shackle, it was another tour de force in the regular season, a .328 batting average in 77 plate appearances, 21 games played, 2 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Batting in the middle of this Cashtown order. That one called a strike, strike 3. Shackle doesn't believe it, but he'll hang a U-turn and head off to the dugout to get his glove. Jesse Bitzer works into and out of trouble, gives up just the 1. The Pirates lead it 6-0 as we head for the 5th inning here from Cashtown Yards in the South Penn Semifinals, game number 3. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Back here at the ballpark, Dylan Ed, the Cashtown Pirates, getting ready for the top of the 5th inning. They need 3 outs to make this an official ball game here. And if you look out beyond right field, you'll see why that's a factor here. As clouds moving in, supposed to get thunderstorms here in this area later on today. It's supposed to be between 2 and 4 o'clock when they're supposed to start. We're right in that window now. Holt will look to motor through the 6, 7, and 8 spots in the Brushtown order and make this an official ball game regardless of what happens with the weather. 7 strikeouts for Holt, just 2 hits allowed through the first 4 innings. And Chris Cole lead things off for the Brushtown Bulldogs in the top of the 5th inning. Cole, the right fielder for Brushtown, stands in there and fouls this one off, and that seems to be the MO for Brushtown right now. The word from the dugout, hey, let's go after some pitches early on in the count. We've seen a number of hitters the second time through the order swinging at that first pitch and either fouling it off or putting it in play. This one also fouled off. Ethan Ketterman's going to chase it. He just runs out of room, reaching over the fence. It curls out of play for strike number 2, and a valiant effort there by Ethan Ketterman. Holt smelling blood in the water here as he's got no 2 count. Cole grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up as he bounced it to shortstop Zach Ketterman on the left side of the Cashtown infield. Check swing as he bent like a pretzel on that one, but it's called a ball inside. 1 ball and 2 strikes now the count. After Cole, it'll be Westa Porter. That one misses down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes now the count. Cashtown 6 and Brushtown nothing here in the 5th inning. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and there is the 8th strikeout of the game as Dylan Ed holds onto that one. And Holt will circle the mound now 2 outs away from making this an official game. Again, we play 7 in the South Penn League, so we'll keep playing on. But Getting through the top of the fifth here with the lead would give Cashtown something to fall back on if the Skies do choose to open up at any point here. DePorter fouls this one, and that caught somebody's mask behind the plate, whether it was the catcher or the umpire or both. Somebody's ears are ringing back there. Ed going for a walk, so I think it caught him. And his counterpart, DePorter, the catcher for Brushtown, sharing a few relatable moments as DePorter certainly knows what that feels like, being a catcher himself. Holt, the set, the kick, and the throw. That one. What did that hit? Did it hit the batter? Did it hit the bat? Certainly hit something. Let's take a look at the replay here and see if we can see real quick. Yeah, a little too late to catch that one on the replay. It's called ball one. So I guess they're saying it ticked off the catcher's glove. Count even, 1 ball and 1 strike now to DePorter. Pops this one up. Over at third base is Reinert, catching that one in foul territory for out number 2 here in the 5th. Cashtown taking most of the air out of this one in the bottom of the first inning, and Holt suppressing what was left and not using one of those funny helium voices to do it. Has 2 outs now here in the 4th, and Ethan Little, the batter, as he goes after a high, hard one out of the zone. Little struck out on 3 pitches his first time up. Not looking for a repeat of that performance here as the first baseman for Brushtown. Takes that one a strike. May have caught the corner, may not have. Little's body language would indicate otherwise, and the count goes to no balls and 2 strikes now. Holt comes homeward, popped foul by Little, and he'll stay alive for at least one more pitch. As that one crashes through the tree branches on the first base side here at Cashtown Community Fire Department. The 0-2 offering from Holt once again, the kick and the delivery. Little is going to fight this one off for a single for the Bulldogs as that one gets in there, and sliding is Julich for some reason going after that one. I'm not sure what was going on out there, but he slides. He's able to, fortunately for him, barehand knock that one down, or it would have skipped past him. Not sure it had a whole lot on it, though, to roll very far. And there's a little duck snort by Little, and he gets it in there for the 3rd Brushtown hit of the game. That'll bring Jesse Bitzer to the plate. Gotta feel good for Little. During 13 at-bats on the regular season, Little hit .385, so he's certainly capable with the stick in his hands. Bitzer twisting himself into a knot, swinging through that one, and it's no balls and 1 strike to the Brushtown pitcher. Top of the 6th from Littlestown. The Dodgers still lead the Hagerstown Braves 1-0 in their bid to stay alive. Swing and a miss from Bitzer, and he's down to his final strike here in the 5th. Cashtown leading this best-of-5 series 2 games to none. A win today would send them on to the finals. Littlestown game might get done before this one as they're just motoring along. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, and it's the 9th strikeout of the ball game for Holt. As he walks off the mound, head held high. 5 shutout innings for him. The Pirates will grab the bats in the bottom of the 5th inning. Back on Fleaflicker Media with the South Penn League semifinals in a moment. Don't touch that dial. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is that Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Cashtown Pirates in control of this one as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning, and since we're through 4.5 with the home team in the lead, this is an official ball game, so no amount of rain can affect this thing now unless the ball game gets tied back up or we get in a situation where Cashtown has to score the go-ahead run in the bottom half of an inning. I don't even know. Just let's not think about a scenario like that because we don't have to. Felt a couple of sprinkles of rain here in the press box, so I think the precipitation has arrived here for the first time. And just in time did the Pirates and Bulldogs get through their 4.5. Ethan Ketterman leads things off here, taking ball 1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jesse Bitzer still on the hill here for Brushtown. That's actually Sherdell. It's actually Jake Sherdell on the hill for Brushtown here. Swing and a miss from Ketterman. Here's the kick and the toss from Sherdell. That one hit him, and it's going to be another leadoff base runner here for the Brushtown, or for the Cashtown Pirates. Chase King, the batter now for Cashtown. So Sherdell on the mound to relieve Jesse Bitzer. It was 4 innings of work from Bitzer. 6 runs, all earned. Gave up 9 hits. Struck out 5 Cashtown batters. Excuse me, struck out 4 Cashtown batters, walked 2. As that one misses to King. And yep, the rain definitely here now as it's starting to sprinkle down a little harder. Not enough to really be overly noticeable, especially for you watching the broadcast back home. As King drives this one way foul. Good thing I rolled my windows down. I think that was headed right for my car. King, a 2-hit day already for Cashtown, a pair of singles. 2 RBIs and a run scored. Those playing South Penn Fantasy Baseball today are happy if they have King in their lineups for this one. Our South Penn DFS game live now on Facebook. Just kidding. There's no betting in the South Penn League or on the South Penn League. This one misses down low. And we don't have any Tucapita Marcano here. King looking for his 3rd hit of the ball game. Hitting out of the number 6 spot in the order as he takes this one up and in, and he'll draw a walk, and Cashtown has the first 2 on here in the 5th without the virtue of a hit. As King will sprint on down to first, and now you can see the rain on the broadcast. We're not really feeling it here in the broadcast booth, but we can see it on our viewfinder coming down here now. Cashtown can put 4 on the board here in this bottom of the 5th. The game will end early via mercy rule. Brushtown certainly looking to keep that from happening as it's Kunkel on the hill. This is your season right here if you're Brushtown, so you don't want to go down quietly. You want to be able to tell the grandkids someday that you battled the world-class Cashtown Pirates all the way to the 7th inning finish in the final game of the series. 1 ball and 1 strike to Austin Kunkel. He's the other Pirate who's reached both times. Walked in the first, was left at third, and then singled his next time up. Didn't want to, but he went around and fouls that one off. And Sherdell ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sherdell, the second arm on the hill here for Brushtown today. It's been all Nate Holt all the time for the Cashtown Pirates. The kick, the throw, Kunkel chips this one foul off the end of the bat. You know, if you're the Pirates here, you don't want to mess around and leave the door open for Brushtown. You'd like to slam that thing closed as soon as you possibly can. And putting 4 more runs here on the board would be the quickest way to do that. Kunkel foul tips this one, and he stays alive once again. The Bee Gees once sang a song about something similar in nature. Ethan Ketterman at second. Chase King, the runner at first. Nobody down here in the Cashtown 5th, already with an impressive 6-0 lead. This one's going to get in there, a little bleeder, and that's going to load the bases as Ethan Ketterman up to third. The throw comes into the plate. And up to second is King. And on first now, Austin Kunkel with his second hit of the ball game, and Cashtown with their first hit here in this 5th inning. And the rain intensifying once again. Our between at-bats rain update ongoing. They'll give way to Wes Coolball on the plate now, and he fouls this one off. Coolball singled in the 5th Cashtown run, the final run of that 1st inning rally. Scored just 1 run since then. Couldn't figure out a better time right now to come up with another hit as they've got him loaded. For Coolball, who spent time as the closer for Cashtown, started a game in this postseason. It was a struggle for him on the regular season, a 119 batting average, but a lot of talent in this bat. And he fouls that one off. A healthy rip at that one. For one of the many Gettysburg High School alums on this Cashtown Pirates baseball team. No word yet on an update from Littlestown, but the Dodgers were leading that one 1-0 in the 6th. As this one misses down low to Coolball. Coolball played 16 games in the field this year for Cashtown. Had 1 home run on his ledger. Pops this one up, and Bitzer ranging over after it. That one's going to clatter on top of the Brushtown dugout. No play for the new first baseman for the Bulldogs. I believe that's Bitzer over there at first. Yeah, it was Ethan Little to start the game at first. He's at second now. Sherdell on the hill as he started the game at second. Coolball, the second baseman for Cashtown, as we come full circle with number 2 for the Pirates, driving this one to left. It's going to be caught, tagging, and heading home as Ethan Ketterman. The play is at third. No play as Ketterman in standing and King also in standing, and it's a 7-0 Cashtown lead as Coolball plates a second RBI in this one, and Ketterman heading to the dugout to slap hands with his teammates once again. Coolball in tow right behind him. Cashtown 7 and Brushtown nothing now. So they kick the extra point. Aiden Julich, the number 9 hitter in the order, batting now for Cashtown. Julich, the only Pirate regular without a hit on this one. He hit it hard his last time up, but lined into a double play. There goes the runner from first. No throw, as in there standing is Austin Kunkel. They'll give him a stolen base on that one, and 2 in scoring position now. Misses head high. Julich having to lean back from that one. Count 2 balls and no strikes. To the Cashtown right fielder. Hit .273 on the regular year. This one misses up high. 3 balls and no strikes. Top of the order soon to come up, and boy, wouldn't that be something if Zach Ketterman could get to the plate with the bases loaded, and indeed he will as Aiden Julich takes a walk, and here comes that man, Zach Ketterman, striding to the plate. And if he does pretty much what he did the last at bat, but gets it a little higher, they'll be dancing in the aisles in Cashtown, as they'll have punched their ticket to the South Penn League Championship Series. For now, Bitzer trying to keep this thing in the bag. Here's the pitch. This one misses down low to Ketterman. Ketterman 1 for 2 on the day. Walked, grounded out, singled, has 2 stolen bases and 2 runs scored in this one. Misses 2 balls and no strikes to Ketterman, and a walk would force in a run here and also be damaging to the Brushtown cause. Tyler Reinert standing in the on-deck circle. Misses up high, 3-0. As Julich drew the walk, and now Sherdell having trouble finding the strike zone here. Ball 4, and that'll force in a run. Cashtown gets 8. As coming home to score is Chase King, and it seems like a mere formality at this point for the Pirates, but you got to take advantage of these opportunities and drive that final nail in, especially this deep into the playoffs. Because every team that gets to this point is a good ball club. They're here for a reason. They're used to winning ball games, coming back, winning close, tight games. Brushtown will head out to the mound. This mound visit brought to you by Battlefield Military Museum, as they'll talk things over with Sherdell. He's gotten 1 out here in the inning. He hit Ethan Ketterman to start things off here in the frame. Chase King walked. Austin Kunkel with a bloop single. Wes Coolball with an RBI sac fly deep to left field that moved up 2 runners. Aiden Julich walked to load the bases, and Zach Ketterman drives in his first run of the day with a bases loaded walk. He's been on 3 out of 4 times. And now that game-ending run stands at second base in the form of Aiden Julich. As Sherdell comes to the plate, ball 1 to Reinert as he takes that one.
What do you say, buddy? How about a 1-4?
Swing and a miss from Reinert, and the count 1 ball and 1 strike now. 286 on the regular season for him. I believe that was 6 for 21 batting average for Reinert. A single and an RBI in this ball game as he sends this one skyward, and that's not going to leave the infield. And the shortstop over to make the play. That's Aiden Whitmer. And a big second out for Brushtown. And say what you will about their prospects of coming back in this game, this is not how you want a remarkable comeback season to end. The Bulldogs, for the first time in a half-decade, posting a 500 or better record. Getting the 4 seed in the South Penn League playoffs. Had some big wins this year. Big win over Frederick at the end of the regular season. Dylan Ed, that one's going to squirt away. Here comes Kunkel. He'll score. The throw to the plate bounces away. And Julich thought about it for a moment, but he does not come home, as Cashtown now has 9. And Julich up to third. Over on first base, moving up was Zach Ketterman, but his run means absolutely nothing. The only way it can score is if Dylan Ed hits the ball over the fence here on the fly. That one misses inside to Dylan Ed, the catcher for Cashtown. 2 balls and no strikes. Pops this one up.
Man, I loved it. Loved it.
That one's out of play. Got the 2-0 count in his favor, did Ed, and went hacking at something meaty that he really liked, but unable to put it in play. Jake Sherdell trying to get 1 more out for Brushtown. Ed sends this one deep to center. Going and rounding off his route is Rick Road. He'll haul that one in, and the Brushtown Bulldogs stay alive for a 6th inning, just barely. The Pirates put up 3 more They're firmly in control of this one, 9-0, as we head to the 6th inning. Here in Game 3 of the South Penn League, a semifinal series. Back in a moment with more action on Fleaflicker Media. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
My name's Chris Shackle, and you're watching South Penn Baseball on Fleaflicker Media.
Back here at the ballpark for the 6th inning, we should be picking up some viewers from the Littlestown-Hagerstown market, as the Littlestown Dodgers have extended their season by at least one game, a 2-0 victory over the Hagerstown Braves at home in Game 3. There will be a Game 4 in Hagerstown at North Hagerstown High School tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m., as the Dodgers will look to try and stave off elimination once again. Not looking like we'll have a Game 4 here in this series, as Cashtown firmly in control, 5 in the 1st inning, 1 more in the 4th, and 3 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Had a little bit of rain sprinkles here, and we're just waiting for the Cashtown catcher to head back out here, as Dylan Ed was the guy who made the last out of the inning. As here he comes. Well, we're just receiving word that that report from Littlestown is erroneous. It's the bottom of the 6th inning. Littlestown has not won quite yet. It's 2-0 Littlestown in the lead. That's all right. It happens. 3 outs to go for the Dodgers, so either way, they're still in good position to force that Game 4 tomorrow. Can't say the same for Brushtown here today, but what a season it's been for the Bulldogs. 15 wins, 15 losses. It equals their win total from the last 2 seasons combined, and is more than half of their win total from the last 5 seasons combined. As Brushtown Bulldog program going through multiple rebuilds to get here, and they can certainly hold their heads high going into the last couple innings of what looks like their season here today, as they finished 4th in the South Penn League regular season, right behind the big 3 of Cashtown, Hagerstown, and Littlestown. And they got to the big stage here against the big boys, and they acquitted themselves nicely and battled hard in a tough Game 1 that they made Cashtown win in their last at-bat in this ballpark. Ball 1 down low from Nate Holt as it's top of the order for Brushtown here. Josh Rickroad leading things off. He looks to make contact for the first time today. Takes a strike, 1 ball and 1 strike, the count to the Brushtown center fielder. Rickroad batted a robust .310 on the regular season, among the team leaders for Brushtown. Chopper to the left side. Ketterman stays back on it. Throw across the first. Ethan Ketterman has the catch. And another 6-3 putout between the siblings as they help put away the first Brushtown batter here in the inning. We play 7 in the South Penn League, so as long as rain doesn't become an issue, or darkness, or a giant sinkhole opening in the middle of the field and swallowing some of the players, we're going to be set for this inning and another one here. Only other contingencies if Cashtown gets another run on the board. Then the game would end due to the mercy rule. Aiden Whitmer takes strike 1, and the throwback to the pitcher goes into center field. Tough half inning for Dylan Ed, but it's been a good day for him so far. 2 groundouts for Whitmer. Grounder to the pitcher and a ground out to third baseman Tyler Reinert. Ball 1. Whitmer can say he hit 300 in a South Penn League regular season, as he did that this year right on the nose. Chopper to the right of Holt. Cool ball with the throw on to first, and 2 down. Holt pitching a little more to contact here later on in the ball game. That'll bring Luke Rickroad to the plate. Check swing. I think they're going to say he went. No balls and 1 strike to count. Ground balls to both of the middle infielders here in this inning. See if he can make it an around the horn hat trick by getting one to the third baseman Reinert here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Rickroad. Rickroad 0 for 2 with the pair of strikeouts in this one. Swinging late on that one. It pops out of the mid of Dylan Ed. 1 ball and 2 strikes now to the Brushtown number 3 hitter Rickroad, the right fielder. We'll have updates from from Littlestown for you as strike 3. We won't have those updates right now as we soldier on to the bottom of the 6th. Cashtown up 9-0, looking for 1 more run to back their starter Nate Holt and punch their ticket to the South Penn League Championship Series. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, 1 live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
My name's Chris Shackle, and you're watching South Penn Baseball on Fleaflicker Media.
Bottom of the 6th inning comes around here at Cashtown. It comes but once a game. And we're here. It's Ethan Little taking over on the hill for the Brushtown Bulldogs. On the regular season, Little appeared in 7 games, 2 starts, 22 2/3 innings, 2 wins, 1 loss, 6 strikeouts and 3 walks as he pitched majorly to contact and mostly out of the Brushtown bullpen. And he'll deal with 4, 5, and 6. Chris Shackle starting things off for Cashtown. Taking ball 1 down low is Shackle, and again 1 run for Cashtown here, and it's all over. It's not all over yet in Littlestown. They're still bottom of the 6th. The Dodgers batting. 2 pitchers have combined on a 4-hit shutout for the Dodgers so far today against the high-flying Hagerstown Braves offense. 2-0 to Chris Shackle here now. Shackle a single in his middle plate appearance today, 1 for 3. There's a strike. 9 runs, 10 hits, 1 error for Cashtown. Or no errors, for Cashtown. No runs, 3 hits, 1 error for Brushtown. That's the peril of writing the fielding errors on the batting team's side, and Shackle gets plunked by this one right in the tailbone. And he'll head down to first base, a leadoff base runner here.
Bretzman for Ketterman.
Now Ben Bretzman will come to the plate for Cashtown. Former Biglerville Black Sox standout pitcher, once threw a 1-0 complete game shutout versus the Pirates for Biglerville on this field. Now pretty much just a position player as he takes this one down low, 1 ball and no strikes. No pitching appearances for him on the year. A handful of at-bats for Bretzman. Two balls and no strikes. Pirates are going to further empty their bench as we get to the next spot in the orders. There's a pinch hitter standing there for Chase King as well. As Bretzman lashes this one to third. Could it be 2, 5, 4? No play at first as Bretzman hustles and beats that out. And now Marshall Mott will come to the plate for Cashtown. Marshall Mott, who had the game-winning hit in Game 1 of the playoffs, walked off the Frederick Flying Dogs right here on this field. A scary situation for the Pirates as they fell down 7-3 to Frederick and rallied for 5 in the 7th to win it. Ball 1 to Mott. It was Mott who led off that rally with a walk. Seemed harmless at the time, but ended up not being. He came around to score, and then he drove in the winning run as the Pirates batted around. Runner at first, 1 out, 1 ball and 1 strike to Mott. We had Mott earlier this year pitching against the Hagerstown Braves. I believe that was 6 innings of shutout ball for him against Hagerstown and a 6-0 Cashtown victory. This one misses outside, 3 balls and no strikes. The run of pinch hitters will come to an end next as Kunkel is standing in the on-deck circle in his regular spot in the order. 3-0 to Mott, and no chance he's swinging here. Oh, he is swinging. How about that? 3-1. Well, he made a fool out of me on that one. I figured coming off the bench, 3-0, 9-0 lead, there's no chance he's going to swing, and he does. I don't think somebody missed a sign. I think he just saw something he liked and went after it. Goes after this one, and it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Known more for his pitching, he's held his own with the bat this season. Count runs full, and you know Mott would love to be the ender, the guy that sends Cashtown on to the championship series. Pops this one foul. That's going to leave the playing surface. Ben Bretzman at first is the placeholder of the potential winning run. Chris Shackle led the inning off by getting hit in the back. Bretzman grounded into a fielder's choice. Here's the 3-2 offering to Mott. Busted bat shot down the right field line. That's going to get in there. It's knocked down by the fielder. Racing to third is Bretzman. And he is 90 feet away. This ball rolls into the infield, and Brushtown players frantically calling out for their teammates to get in front of the ball and just knock it down, because if that got any further away, that could have been the season for them right there. It still may be, as it's a single for Mott, and there's men on the corners. Cashtown needs just the runner at third to come home and score. That would bring an abrupt end to this one. Austin Kunkel working on a perfect day, and it would be a perfect end to it for him to walk this thing off. There goes the runner for second. There's a strike. Nobody paying any attention to him. They may give him a steal on the stat book, but that should be a fielder's indifference. As the infield is in all the way around here, that takes the force away.
Let's try a whole year.
That one ball 2. Kunkel with 2 singles and a walk on the ball game. He's scored a run. The 9th Cashtown run of the game. Back in the 5th, he came home on a passed ball by DePorter. Here's the kick and the throw. Kunkel hits this one back to the mound. Little didn't really look at third, but the runner doesn't come home. They throw on to first. And there is the out number 1 here in the 6th inning. And the Bulldogs will keep it going for at least another batter. Oh, that's out number 2, excuse me. Well, it all starts to bleed together on the scorecard when you're this deep into a game where one of the teams has 11 hits on the board. lot of ink and a lot of notes. And a lot of diamond shapes on the Cashtown side, indicating runs scored. Wes Coolball. And in what's been a turbulent season for him at the plate, if he was the one to punch the Cashtown ticket on to the finals, well, that would certainly be something for him to remember. Coolball 1 for 2, a pair of RBIs in this ball game. Spins this one on the ground, down the third base line. A worm burner in every sense of the word. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. While Cashtown would love to end it right here, and it would slam the door shut. Doesn't seem like the end of the world if they don't. They'd have to throw somebody out there for 3 more outs, but that one bounces in the dirt into Porter, saves the season for Brushtown once again. He'll head out to the mound for a word with Little here. 2 outs and 2 on for the Pirates. They lead at 9-0. They lead the series 2-0. Haven't heard anything from Littlestown yet. It's possible the Dodgers are still batting there in the bottom of the 6th inning, but Blake McGill started that game, went 3 scoreless innings, scattering 4 hits. He pitches well against Hagerstown. Remember, he had that game 1 in the finals last year. Justin Keith pitched the last 3 innings scoreless, as that one misses up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Coolball, the second baseman for Cashtown. George Marinos here, bringing you all the live action on Fleaflicker Media, and we're so pleased to bring you the South Penn playoffs year after year. Little with the pitch. Coolball hits this one to short. It's going to get through. That's going to end the ball game, as coming home to score is Bretzman. That will do it. The Pirates score a 10th, and Cashtown is going to go to the South Penn League Championship Series. And their supporters rise and give them a hearty round of applause as Bretzman in to score the winning run, and the Pirates punch their 7th trip to the finals in the last 9 years. Well, it's been since 2022 that Cashtown won the championship, but they are the first team to punch a ticket here to it in 2025, and this is the only final destination that anyone really thought this Cashtown team could have been headed towards, after their historic regular season going 28-2 and running away with the league regular season title. The Brushtown Bulldogs, it was a wonderful season for them as well, as the Bulldogs go 15-15, their most wins since 2018. They put Brushtown baseball back on the map and got all the way to the semifinals. It's the Pirates going on to the championship. Yet to be determined what day that will be, but the Pirates take the series 3-0, a sweep over the Brushtown Bulldogs, 10-0. We'll be back on the other side of this one with some player interviews. Don't touch that dial. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Catterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page.
number 15 in for the touchdown.
We're here with Nate Holt, the winning pitcher today for the Cashtown Pirates. Struck out 11 batters today, 6 innings, complete game, didn't give up any runs here for Cashtown. What does this mean to be the guy on the mound when you guys punch your ticket to the finals here?
Oh, it's nice. Nice to be able to close out for my team. Nice to see us scoring a lot of runs going into the last series. Yeah, just fun baseball, coming out and doing our thing. No pressure, just relaxed.
Littlestown and Hagerstown, they're going to have a game 4 tomorrow, so they're going to have to play another game while you guys sit back and wait. It's the old rest over rust issue. Are you guys comfortable getting some rest, or are you worried a little bit about, having a couple days off here?
I think I would have faith in us either way. Rest is always preferred for sure, but being at end of the season, a little bit of banged up, these guys deserve a little bit of a break here and there,
And Cashtown, as a result of your regular season that you guys had, you've earned the right to host game 1 here, whether that be on Tuesday or Thursday of next week. How nice is that? Because it's usually been you guys going down to Hagerstown to start things off. So how nice is that to start here at home?
It's nice to play here for one, because we're used to playing here, and two, other teams don't like to play here. So making other people uncomfortable, have to play here first game, have to play here potential deciding games. So
Now, what in the world would give you ideas that other teams don't like to play here?
Oh, it's definitely not the nicest field. We call it home. It's a little slice of heaven for us, but other teams just tend not to like it. So I don't know. Good, one up for us.
Maybe it's the slope in right field.
Yeah,
when I played here, I played in right field, and I'm like, I came out there the first time, I'm like, what is this? But this is. I've always said this is the best place to broadcast the game. We bring you the best action from here, and we had up front and center action of you going through this Brushtown lineup today. 11 strikeouts. Just another performance in what's been a great season for you. What do you have to say about the voters who are voting on Pitcher of the Year this year? Do you have anything to say about your candidacy?
I don't know. To me, winning the whole thing would just kind of be better. It'd be cool to win Pitcher of the Year. That'd be kind of neat, but not really worried about that until the season's over. We got at least 3 more games to play, so kind of just staying locked in on that. If you want to vote for me, cool. That'd be neat, but I appreciate it.
Littlestown, Hagerstown, you have a preference?
Not really. They both play about the same. They don't really give up. Their lineups are about the same. So either way, we're going to do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, thanks, Nate. And you have a good rest of your weekend and rest up and get ready for the championship series. All right. Thanks. Yep. That's Nate Holt. And let's see if we can grab an interview maybe with somebody else here. Ethan, you want to do an interview? Sure, man. All right. All right. We're going to get Ethan Ketterman out here for an interview, and then we'll Brushtown before they head on out of here. Again, the Cashtown Pirates winning this one 10-0 today, and they punched their ticket to the finals. And Ethan Ketterman, you've been here for all of the runs to the finals and the winning and the playing against Hagerstown and that. It's got to feel weird that it's been almost 3 calendar years since you guys have won the South Penn League title.
It does feel weird. I mean, we've had some interesting years in those past 2 years. A lot of guys in and out, and it's nice. This year, if you go back 5-6 years ago, a lot of those guys disappeared, went off to college, and now we're all back. It's nice to have the nucleus back together, playing together, and just excited to be back for a chance.
You came up there in the very first inning, and you're able to do your thing and drive an RBI hit there to keep things rolling for you. What was your thought going into that bat, and what feeling as that ball's going through the hole there?
Our big thing this year has been trying to get on people early and apply pressure and have them come after us the rest of the game. And when we have runners on like that, it's just a ball has to be in play at the minimum, and a hard ball hits better than none. So.
The rally buck. I guess you don't have to go to Diller Field this year, right?
Yeah, I know. That'd probably get us in jail.
This Brushtown team, this was kind of it had been 5 years since they posted on a non-losing record. What do you have to say about the Brushtown returning the way that they did?
You know, it's really impressive. 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago, you wouldn't recognize the team they are compared to today. They're way better, way more competitive, and I mean they've got a lot of good players over there. It's no joke. We've got some really good pitching that shut them down, but their hitters are no slouch and their team's no slouch. So it's good to see them back in the league as a whole. I feel like the league entirely is more competitive, more college players, more youth, a lot more competitive players playing.
All right, hey, thanks, Ethan. Like I said to Nate, go celebrate, get ready for the finals, get healthy. All right,
Absolutely.
Thank you. Have a good one. Yep. All right, that was Ethan Ketterman. We're going to send you off to commercial break, and then we'll be back with our final interview. Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe is Zach Ketterman, and the game is tied.
If you'd like to be featured on Fleaflicker Media, contact me at our Facebook page, Fleaflicker Media, or at the George Marinos Facebook page. Here with Ethan Slusser, player manager for the Brushtown Bulldogs. A lot has been made about the Bulldogs had this season, even a nice article kind of back on the map here in the South Penn League.
It's just really awesome to bring this team back. I mean, we had some really tough years there. We kind of rebuilt back a couple times. A bunch of our players have been around the team since they were like you got your Jake Sherdells of the world, you got your Rick Rhodes of the world. They've been here for the last 4 or 5 years, and they've helped us rebuild the team. It's just awesome to, be in the top half, get it to the second round like we did today, and have a great year all around. So I'm really proud of the guys and how they played this year.
You guys made the semifinals this year. You're able to win that playoff series against Hanover. Finished in the top 4 in the league. Out of all the things that you guys did and accomplished this year, what is by far the thing that's going to stick with you?
I think it's hard to put just on one, but I think it's really awesome that we got back to 500. We were a team that, I mean, when everybody left a couple years back, we didn't win a game. That won 6, so, and then last year won 10, this year won 15. So it's really nice to see the team build up to this point. Just really awesome to get back to 500 and to get to get us into the playoffs and put us in a pretty good spot to make it to the second round.
How do you guys build on this going into next year?
We'll just try to keep adding. Try to keep adding guys. We've good arms and good college bats. We just got to get stronger with the sticks. Our pitching was really good this year. I think we had around a 2.8, 2.9 ERA. So our pitchers have been fantastic. Keep progressing with guys.
Any final thoughts on the Brushtown Bulldogs going into the off season here?
A lot to be proud of. A lot to be proud of with our guys. It's just, and that's led to our success in a lot of ways. So look forward to us in 2026 to get things going. Hopefully we'll be in this spot, and we'll put together a good series and maybe make it to the championship. We'll see.
All right, thank you. That's Ethan Slusser, ladies and gentlemen. We'll head to commercial one more time, then we'll be back with a recap of this game here on Fleaflicker Media.
Thank you.
Here at Fleaflicker Media, we so very obviously love sports. It's my goal to sprinkle a little bit of that love back into the community, one live sporting event at a time.
Back up the middle. We might have a play at the plate as Keith is throwing home. Safe.
George Marinos' Facebook page. Back here in Cashtown, the Cashtown Pirates have punched their ticket to the South Penn League Championship Series, and it couldn't have come any sooner, as this rain system is here and it's doing everything but precipitating so far. This takes me back to my final year of Teener League when the storm came down that hill over there, just swirling down, and we ended up in this press box for shelter. I'm here because I'm choosing to be here right now, and I made a comment to one of the fans down below. I kind of hope to be on air until it starts to rain, because rain shots are always cool. Did get a little bit of rain earlier on in this one, so we'll take you through the recap. This game was done in an hour and 56 minutes. Brushtown, no runs, 3 hits, 1 error. 10 runs, 12 hits, and no errors for the Cashtown Pirates. A clean game for your 2025 South Penn finalist. The win goes to Nate Holt, and the loss, that'll go to Jesse Bitzer, who pitched well after giving up 5 in the first inning. Taking a look at the scoring summary for you right now, it was all Cashtown from the very get-go. As Ethan Ketterman said in our post-game interview, the goal for the Pirates has been to jump on teams early on this year. So, they did just that today. Zach Ketterman drew a leadoff walk to start the ball game, moved to third on a stolen base and a throwing error. Tyler Reinert drove him in with a nice piece of hitting, an opposite field single to make it 1-0. Dylan Ed hit a single, then Chris Shackle lined into a hard luck out at third base for the first out. Ethan Ketterman then followed with an RBI double, and Chase King plated 2 more with a single on the first pitch right after that. Austin Kunkel walked, and then Wes Coolball delivered the 5th Cashtown run of the first inning with a single. Flash forward all the way to the 4th inning for Cashtown, and it was Zach Ketterman at it once again, led off with a single off the 300-foot sign on the outfield wall down the line in right field. He stole second base, moved over to third on a ground out by Tyler Reinert, and then he came home to score on a fly ball out by Dylan Ed. That made it 6-0. Actually, I think he came home to score on a wild pitch that made it 6-0. Yes, that is correct. He did score on a wild pitch because Dylan Ed's at bat ended with nobody on base. Cashtown then scored 3 more in the 5th inning. Ethan Ketterman was hit by a pitch to start things. Chase King walked. Austin Kunkel singled to load the bases. Sacrifice fly by Wes Coolball made it 7-0. A walk by Zach Ketterman made it 8-0, and then a wild pitch brought home Kunkel to make it 9-0. Then, in the bottom of the 6th, Cashtown put the 10-run mercy rule in effect, putting it away. As Chris Shackle was hit by a pitch to lead things off, Ben Bretzman grounded into a fielder's choice and replaced Shackle at first. Then Marshall Mott ripped a single down the line and right to put runners on first and third. Austin Kunkel made it out, and then Wes Coolball ripped a hard single under the glove of the Brushtown shortstop, Aiden Whitmer, and that brought home Coolball's 3rd RBI of the game and walked it off, a 10-0 mercy rule victory for the Cashtown Pirates here today. So as we said, what a season it was for the Brushtown Bulldogs. They get back to 500 for the first time since 2018. They were once one of the premier members of the South Penn League. 4 straight championships from 05 to 08 as the rain is here in full force. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the sign that it's about time for us to go off air here. As Eric Ketterman's scrambling to get the field raked up. And this rain just coming down. A beautiful day in Cashtown still as the Pirates take it 10-0 while the sun was out. Some cloud cover to keep it from being too hot. The Pirates punched their ticket to their first championship appearance since 2023. They're undefeated on the postseason, 5-0, 33-2, all told on the season, regular season and postseason. So, we've reached the end of our broadcast for today. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Just a little note, the Littlestown Dodgers have closed out their 2-0 victory over the Hagerstown Braves, so the Dodgers and Braves will play Game 4 in Hagerstown tomorrow. A win by Hagerstown would send them to the finals. We will not be there for that one, but we'll be back with you on Tuesday night for South Penn baseball, whether it's in Littlestown for Game 5 of the semis or in Cashtown for Game 1 of the finals. For George Marinos, this is Fleaflicker Media, signing off for everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good rest of your afternoon.